Welcome to Social Connection. I'm Shreya Upadhyay and we are back again with the latest from the virtual world, where we tell you about the important updates on your favorite social media platforms and some interesting reports. All of this along with the top trends and virals of the week. But before we start, let's take a look at our top stories. UIDAI turns to social media to serve users better. MI&B Secretary Amit Khare favors self-regulation of online content. Twitter seeks feedback from users on its deepfake policy. UIDAI has launched a digital initiative to reach out to people via social media and serve them better. What is it and how it works? Check out in our special report by my colleague Ayushi Bhatnagar.
If you have any problem related to Aadhaar, then now you can file complaints through Twitter as well. The Unique Identification Authority of India has launched an official Twitter handle to help citizens who have queries regarding Aadhaar card. So anyone who wants to update the information on the card or has any other question regarding it can simply make a tweet to Aadhaar_care. As of now, the handle has more than 9,000 followers. And the bio reads, "This is an official help center profile for Aadhaar managed by the Unique Identification Authority of India." UIDAI has launched this initiative to reach out to people via social media and serve them better. It is definitely one of the quick and best ways to reach out to Aadhaar Help Center, but not the only one. So those who are not on Twitter, do not worry. You can call the UIDAI's Help Center number 1947 or can even drop an email to help@uidai.gov.in. With this, UIDAI has joined the list of organizations that have marked their footprints on social media to connect with their users better. As far as how this handle works is concerned, you will have to tweet your queries tagging the handle first. Once the UIDAI representative goes through your query, they will get in touch with you via private message or direct message to get a better understanding of your problem and provide a better solution to it. This official Twitter account will help you with things like updating your mobile number or email ID, tell you the list of documents you need to submit to update other information such as your address, date of birth and much more.
Information and Broadcasting Secretary Amit Khare has said that self-regulation is desirable in online content sector. In his address at the seminar on regulation of online content, film certification and the ease of doing filming, which was organized by the Press Information Bureau in Chennai, he said that the code of self-regulation needs to be evolved. The MI&B Secretary also urged domestic filmmakers, in particular in the South, to take advantage of the Film Facilitation Office. Here's more in this report.
Information and Broadcasting Secretary Amit Khare has said that self-regulation is desirable in online content sector. Information and Broadcasting Secretary invited suggestions from stakeholders on issues of regulation of the film and media sector, especially the online content. Addressing a seminar on regulation of online content, film certification and ease of doing filming organized by PIB in Chennai on Monday, he expressed satisfaction that the method of self-regulation proved to be effective in the case of reporting on the apex court verdict on Ayodhya issue. He said that the soft power of the sector also needed to be taken into account while discussing issues of its regulation, including self-regulation. He said that issues involved had attracted the attention of the MI&B ministry and called for suggestions in this regard.
Inviting our attention, not only the attention of the ministry but of the industry also, that whether we should self-regulate or whether we should have some regulation in place or should there be a guideline, different models exist.
He also pointed out that films being produced in India continue to evoke deep interests worldwide. He noted that Indian film industry remains one of the major job providers and revenue generators.
Indian films are very popular in China. Similarly, in other countries also, in the past also, in Russia and other places, Korea, they have shown a lot of interest in our serial Ramayana, which was made by Doordarshan about 2 decades ago. Russia is very keen about Indian films. The entire Middle East is entertained through the Indian film.
MI&B Secretary pointed out that the industry was an important part of the service sector, growing at a rate of 11.4% and creating jobs despite the talk of a slowdown.
Film, media, entertainment, that is emerging as a very important service sector in the economy. the average growth rate of this sector is around 11.4%. This sector is also very important because it is a job-creating sector.
Information and Broadcasting Secretary said that the seminar was organized in Chennai to cater to the demands of the southern film industry. He urged domestic filmmakers, in particular in the south, to take advantage of the Film Facilitation Office.
Southern India being one of the important stakeholders, this complaint, I think a very genuine complaint of the southern film producers, that they are always called to Delhi or they are called to Mumbai or go up to attend meetings. We should have consultations at Chennai. I think at least one grievance should be redressed today, that we are having consultation at Chennai, because all these regions are very important.
He pointed out that Film Facilitation Office, which earlier catered to foreign film productions, had extended its services to Indian filmmakers from this year. He said any issues in this regard could be brought to the notice of the MI&B Ministry. Union Information and Broadcasting Secretary Amit Khare said there is a need to revisit the law and guidelines for film certification.
And now we are heading for a short break. We will be back in a short while. Stay tuned and keep watching Social Connection.
An eye on big news of the day. With a close watch on developing stories, news of the nation, world, sports, markets and entertainment in a new style. Incisive analysis of the big stories by DD News reporters and experts. Watch Midday Prime English, Monday to Friday, 2 p.m. only on DD News.
Well, what were the popular hashtags that made Tweeple speak up? What was trending and what made it trend? Well, let us see some of the latest from social media this week. Now, social media was buzzing with many hashtags since Friday evening, which was the eve of the Supreme Court verdict on the Ram Janmabhoomi Babri Masjid land title case. Hashtag Ayodhya verdict was the top trend in India as well as the world, with around 6 lakh tweets, while hashtag Ram Mandir, Babri Masjid, Ayodhya judgment and Ram Janmabhoomi were the other top trends. The Supreme Court on Saturday backed the construction of the Ram Temple by a government-formed trust at the disputed site in Ayodhya. It ruled that an alternative 5-acre plot must be allotted for the construction of a mosque. Delivering a unanimous verdict, a 5-judge bench of the apex court headed by the Chief Justice of India, Ranjan Gogoi, had said that the faith of Hindus that Lord Ram was born at the site was undisputed and that he is symbolically the owner of the land. The judgment, running into 1,045 pages, was widely welcomed by the Hindus, while the Muslim leadership said they will accept the verdict, while leaders across the political spectrum noted that it's now time to move on. Addressing the nation, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that the apex court's ruling on the Ayodhya issue adds a golden chapter to India's judiciary. He said the decades-old case concluded and the whole nation supported the verdict wholeheartedly. PM Modi also said that the Supreme Court heard all parties and it is a matter of happiness that the Ayodhya judgment was unanimous. The Prime Minister asserted that the way every section of the society welcomed the verdict is a proof of India's ancient culture and tradition of social harmony. He also said that the verdict on Ayodhya matter and opening of the Kartarpur Corridor are the messages of unity to the fall of the Berlin Wall. PM Modi said there is no place for fear, bitterness and negativity in New India. The Prime Minister called upon the people to begin afresh and ensure that everybody comes together for the development of the country through Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. Hashtag Kartarpur Corridor, Guru Nanak 550 were rolling across Twitter, Instagram and other social media verticals on 9th of November, the day which witnessed a historic development in both India as well as Pakistan. On this day, the Prime Ministers of both the countries on their respective sides inaugurated the much-awaited Kartarpur Corridor ahead of the 550th birth anniversary of Sikhism founder Guru Nanak Dev on the 12th of November. Now, addressing a gathering at Dera Baba Nanak in Gurdaspur after inaugurating the Kartarpur Corridor, PM Narendra Modi said that opening of the corridor and integrated checkpost would bring double happiness. The PM said it will be easy to pay obeisance at the Darbar Sahib Gurudwara after the opening of the Kartarpur Corridor. He also thanked the Pakistani counterpart Imran Khan for understanding India's sentiment. Asserting that he is fortunate to be able to dedicate the Kartarpur Corridor to the country, the Prime Minister said he has a feeling like he's doing Kar Seva. On the same day, Prime Minister Modi flagged off the first batch of over 500 Indian pilgrims led by Akal Takht Jathedar Gyani Harpreet Singh to Gurudwara Darbar Sahib through the corridor. At the Pakistani side, Prime Minister Imran Khan, by formally inaugurating the corridor, facilitated the entry of Sikh pilgrims from India into Gurudwara Darbar Sahib. India and Pakistan, remember, had on 24th of October signed an agreement on the modalities for operationalizing the Kartarpur Sahib corridor. According to the agreement between Pakistan and India, 5,000 pilgrims come from India and they can visit the shrine daily, and the number can be increased in future. Social media platform Twitter recently unveiled its plan for handling deep-fake videos and other manipulated media and called for feedback from the public. Check out more in this report.
Twitter still isn't sure how it should deal with the looming threat of deepfakes, so it is asking its user for help. In a recent post, Twitter shared a link to a survey asking its users for help creating its policies surrounding synthetic and manipulated media. The company also said it might remove tweets with such media if they were misleading and could threaten physical safety or lead to other serious harm. The survey by the microblogging site asked users for their opinions on the above policy proposals as well as their thoughts on other solutions. It takes about 5 minutes to complete and is open for resources until end of this month. Deepfakes are videos and images that have been altered using artificial intelligence.
Moving forward, we need to be more vigilant with what we trust from the internet. It's a time when we need to rely on trusted news sources.
Twitter last year banned deepfakes in the context of intimate media, as its policy prohibits images or videos that digitally manipulate an individual's face onto another's person's body. Earlier, Mark Zuckerberg was also portrayed in a spoof video on Instagram in which he appears to say, "Whoever controls the data controls the future." Facebook, which owns Instagram, did not take down the video. So keeping in mind the safety of its users, Twitter has opened its new proposal up for the public input through a survey and tweets with the hashtag Twitter policy feedback until November 27.
Well, we're going in for another short break. We will be back in a short while. Stay tuned and keep watching Social Connection.
An eye on big news of the day. With a close watch on developing stories, news of the nation, world, sports, markets and entertainment in a new style. Incisive analysis of the big stories by DD News reporters and experts. Watch Midday Prime English, Monday to Friday, 2 p.m. only on DD News.
And now here's a quick wrap of the top trends that rule different social media platforms this week.
The city of Chandannagar in West Bengal celebrated Jagodhotri Puja over the past few days, and the photos flooding over social media feed have us all awestruck. For the unaware, Chandannagar since time immemorial has been famous for its lighting, mostly LED, and the pomp and splendor with which the festival is celebrated. This time, one of the pujas in the city paid a tribute to the Indian Air Force for the sacrifice and courage with LED lighting, which is sure to blow your minds away. A video of the lights quickly went viral on social media and caught the attention of Sachin Tendulkar as well. The cricket superstar shared the video on his Twitter handle and wrote, "We all have a lot of admiration, love and respect for our armed forces. Came across this wonderful video from the Jagodhotri Puja procession at Chandannagar, West Bengal on Vijayadashmi. His fans too seems mesmerized by the grandeur."
Unforgettable, that's what you are.
A heartwarming video of a pediatrician singing to calm a 10-month-old baby with Down syndrome is winning hearts on the internet. The viral video features the doctor singing Nat King Cole's classic Unforgettable to soothe the baby while she underwent a blood test. The adorable video was shared by baby's mother on Facebook. In the now viral clip, baby Gracie can be seen looking fascinated by the singing. In fact, she appeared so mesmerized that she didn't even notice when doctor inserted a syringe to draw blood for the test. Dr. Kodzi has been winning lots of love and appreciation online since the video went viral. Praising his voice, one user wrote, "He is amazing. What a voice. They definitely need more doctors like him around. Hope Gracie is doing well." A delightful viral video of a man playing fetch with a beluga whale is winning the internet with its message to stop using plastic. A video posted on Twitter by a user named Stands Grounded shows a man cruising on a motorboat, throwing a rugby ball to the beluga whale who returns it back to him. The caption on the video called the moment incredible. He further appeals people to refrain from using plastic as it may prove harmful for animals that live in water. It reads, "This man is playing fetch with a beluga whale. This is incredible. We honestly don't deserve these majestic creatures. Protect them at all costs. Please stop using plastic." Since being shared online recently, the video has collected more than 4.1 million views on Twitter, along with a number of amazed and impressed comments. An absolutely moving video of a Syrian refugee woman and his son has surfaced on social media and will make you cry happy tears for sure. The nearly 2-minute clip has been shared on Twitter by a user, Stands Grounded, and has already been viewed over 2 million times. Filmed at an airport, a woman waits anxiously as her son takes the escalator. Immediately after he arrives at the floor, his mother greets him with a warm hug while weeping profusely. She cries tears of joy as her son bends down to kiss her feet as others rejoice and clap at the emotional sight. A video of Sikhs singing Shabd Kirtan on the Great Wall of China is going viral online, and it is one of the most heartwarming videos we have come across on the internet this week. The video shows a group of Sikhs sitting on the floor of the Great Wall and singing Shabd with a harmonium and a tabla. It was shared online by a Twitter user named Harnit Kaur. November is the month of Guru Purab, and Harnit was visiting Beijing, China when she came across this particular scene. The unique video is now going viral on Twitter, and people are showering their love for this one-of-a-kind scenario. People are just amazed to be able to witness such a soothing moment.
After that, let's now see all the feedback that you shared on Twitter, Facebook and YouTube. Well, we've reached the end of today's show. We look forward to more of that feedback coming in on our Gmail, Twitter handle and Facebook page. And if you've missed any of our episodes, catch them on our YouTube channel, DD News Official. And we hope that you enjoyed this episode of Social Connection. See you again next week, of course, same time and same place. But before we log off, we leave you with this interesting video. Thanks for joining in today. Bye-bye.